Okay, so now, hey guys, I'm myself. Welcome back to my channel today. And in this video, I'm gonna spend 30 minutes on speaking by myself, right? Reading the essay, reading poem, reading some books about which has me helps helps me improve my speaking skill. And because because of the Wi-Fi interruption, it's like my modem it has problems, and I cannot fix it by myself. So I did call them, and then they said that this one it is broken. So they said that it need to be re, it need to be replaced by the another one. So they did tell me that they're gonna send the new modem on Monday, which is really hard stuff for me to survive it. But anyway, I'm gonna have the modem on Monday, so I'm gonna set up do everything on Monday in order to get prepared um to the for the CBT to find information for the CBT, like for information, do the work, lots of things that I'm gonna do on tomorrow, like prepare the two poems for the CBT. It's like, how can I do like 25 sentences? It's gonna be around 50 sentences in 20 to 25 slides. Each slide is gonna has about 2 to 3 lines, maybe 4 to 5 lines. But what is those about? How can I use the image to solve them? I don't know what's going on. Oh, what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the Wi-Fi interruption, right? And because of the Wi-Fi interruption, so now I cannot go to the Google Meet and then turn on the caption to check my pronunciation. So just try my best to pronounce correctly at as best as I can. But I'm not pretty sure that I want to do it correctly or perfectly because there's still some mistakes. And now I have some work to do for now, like just reading some essay. Actually, you know what? Actually, I want to do this speaking test when I'm doing when I'm import when I'm exporting this file. But I'm exporting this file, this one. But when I export it, when I turn the OBS Studio on to record myself, like it's not gonna work. Like my laptop, it gets it get it gets stuck on it, so I have to do it two works separately. So like I'm gonna export this file like next morning. Actually, I want to do it like right now when I'm speaking, when I'm doing my stuff. I can export it in order to save my time. But anyway, I'm gonna do it for tomorrow when I'm doing those work, to answer the questions, lots of them. 44 is 13, 14, do page, and then when I'm doing finish all them, I think that this is gonna be done. That is gonna be finished. Anyway, so now let's get to the essay that I've prepared. Actually, those that I've done in grade 10. But anyway, just use it as my material for learning English, for improving my skill. That's okay. So now, so So in here, the topic is a lot of people have become dependent on technology as it plays a big role in our lives. They agree that living in computer age has more advantages than disadvantages. Describe the positive and the negative impact of technology on our lives and give your opinion. Nowadays, it is commonly believed that uh, it is commonly believed that it is commonly believed that nowadays it is commonly believed that get out computer is beneficial than being with computers. Otherwise, several people think that technology brings more advantages harmers than harm uh, to us. This essay will discuss the positive impact and the drawbacks of computer as well as high tech that influence on people. First of all, they can spend more quality time with their family instead of using the time with computer. Specifically, they can have um, some chips together in order to get their relationship closer, and they can use that time for family meals and have some story about the food they work or study instead of having meals alone. Next, they can join outdoor activity, which take a hand in what is it? Which take a hand in enhancing their mental well-being. To illustrate, they can join in some sport clubs, take some courses about arts, or read books. Those activities not only help them improve their mental health, but strengthen their knowledge about the world. On the other hand, technology also has some benefits that they might miss if they leave it. For instance, teenagers' resources for studying and preparing for exam or block them. Teenagers' resources for studying and preparing exam or block them from having new international friends. My teenagers' resources for studying and preparing exam, for instance, the nature resources. Um, this one I think I talked about this. It has some mistakes, but I don't know how to fix it. The nature resources for studying and preparing for exam. Uh, it's also studying exam. Or block them from having new international friends. I think it should be like two ideas separately, like teenagers' resources for studying and preparing for exam. It's hard to find without the internet, and without the technology, it's gonna block them from having new international friends. It is better, but anyway, just keep it. I'm lazy to fix it. So moreover, it will be hard for people to update the news about the country as well as about the world. For example, they can know about the coronavirus in China that makes hundreds of people live their life, and this will happen, and the solution to avoid the coronavirus. Actually, this essay I've made it in grade 10, which is last year. So in this case, I said that on coronavirus in China makes hundreds of people live their life, which means that in the time in when I was in grade 10, it is just around 100 or 200 people die because of the coronavirus. But now that the number of the death it rise up to around 1 million, I think. It's not really 1 million, it's just about like 20,000. I'm not really sure about that. 20,000 maybe 50,000. Like it is way improved. It is larger than the number that I've given in the past. So I'm not gonna fix it because because this is for grade 10 and I'm grade 11 now, so I cannot fix so I cannot fix the information to fit with my reality. That's not a good idea. And in conclusion, getting out of computer as well as technology has more benefits than negative effects that, that it brings back for people. From my perspective, I completely agree with this statement. Okay, so when I finish the essay, it is a really good essay, although there are some mistakes like teenagers' resources for studying and preparing for exam or block them from having new international friends. What's that about? I'm still confused about that. But anyway, just move to next essay. So it's gonna be here. It's gonna be this one, right? An increasing number of people are now using dating sites to meet the second half. Do you think that this tendency helps people to socialize or does more harm than good? Give your opinion, provide relevant examples if necessary. Nowadays, it is commonly believed that dating sites are a good way to find lovers. However, several people hold that this is not worthwhile. This is if we discuss the positive effects and the drawbacks of dating through the internet. First of all, adolescents as well as pussy people will save more time when they have a date with the help from the website. To illustrate, many people don't have time to find a second house because of the amount of work at their workplace, and there are many sites that can automatically choose for them a lover without putting effort in finding him or her. Time consuming and shiftiness are the reasons that they should use dating websites. Next, people have lots of chances in finding their second half. Specifically, they can find a person who likes their characteristic by dating a lot of people at one time, and they can enhance their weaknesses after each date. Thus, this gives people more percentage of success afterward. Afterward, on the other hand, dating only only also dating dating website also have some disadvantages that may cause dire consequences. For instance, the avatar on the internet might be different from the real in negative way about the age and about the shape. Moreover, some people who some people who use money on dating websites may lost their personal information is not I money on the website may lost as well as on the website may lost with the personal information is not private because hackers who use dating sites for their negative idea. So many changes to who use money on dating websites. Yeah, my lost and the personal information is not private. This is gonna be here on the website because of the hackers. Because of hackers who use dating sites for their negative idea. In conclusion, dating online provides people with ample opportunities for finding their second house without wasting time and thriftiness. Nonetheless, in light of its negative consequences, I'm convinced that I should date by the internet, but moderate and careful. And careful. Now let's move to the next one. It's gonna be nine, right? I'm not sure. I just choose them. You know, I'm not really sure. I just choose it randomly. I'm not really care about like what should I choose. Is it a good idea? Is it a good topic? But I just choose randomly because it is my chance to improve my speaking skills. So I have to calculate to determine which one is best for me, and I just try it. I'm going to choose my speaking topic randomly. Maybe it's gonna be poem, maybe it's gonna be books, maybe it's gonna be short story, maybe it's gonna be it. So it's gonna be everything from presentation to books, poems, essays, lots of things. That I want to choose to improve, to challenge my speaking skill. And so now let's get back to this essay. Nowadays, families are not as close as they used to be. What do you think at the course of this? What can be done to make families closer? Nowadays, it is commonly believed that families are not having lots of conversations that in the past. There are several factors that affect this problem. This essay will discuss the reasons that lead to this trouble as well as the solutions. First of all, the internet is the factor that has a large to impact on the relationships between families members. To illustrate, adolescents use social media as a tool for chatting with friends, enjoy music, and play video games instead of using the time with their families. Also, some youngsters thought that through the internet they can have more fun and have meals or spending time or spend their quality time with their families. They can have more fun than having meal or spending a quality time with their families. Thus, this is one of the reasons that divides the relationships between each member in the families. Next, people are too busy in the past because of the levels of people are too busy than the past. People nowadays and people busy people uh, nowadays are more busy than the past because of the development of the world as well as their countries. Specifically, adults use that time for working extra hours in order to have more income, and youth spend that time on studying to get good marks at school or hang out with their friends. And some other kids find out that family is not a good place to share their story and opinions than their peers. To solve this problem, teenagers as well as adults should spend more quality time with their family and reduce the working hours. Working hours as well as their studying time. Adolescents should change their mind. Their family is a place that they can tell the story and relieve stress by having conversations with members in families. In conclusion, the internet and the development of the community today are the main reasons that have negative effects, that have negative that have negative effect on families. From my perspective, people should spend more time with their family and um, and control specific method primary rather than with the internet and they work or study. Okay, so I'm done. I'm gonna move to the next one, right? It's a big journey, so I'm gonna spend, my time reading the poem. I'm not pretty sure about that, but I'm gonna check media encoder once again because I wanna make this to make sure if it is really good. So I'm gonna spend, tomorrow morning to just go here and then just export it, and I'm gonna go out, have some meals, and then go back here, and then that is a good idea for me to do it. Okay, so for now, what should I do for now? Just sleepy. I have 10 minutes. Back up. Not pretty sure, but just put it back. So now I read some poems. Good. Read some poems, the good way to improve my speaking skill. Although I know that it is a really stupid way. So I'm gonna go to my library and find a video that I've recorded about Miss Maria's lesson to review my speaking skill. It's just gonna be here. It's not supposed to be this one. It's not supposed to be this one. It's gonna be here. So echoes page 4, right? Echo page 4. Okay, so this is the thing that I've learned about some stuff maybe 1 week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. I'm not really sure. Just time at work for now. Let's do it. I can do it, bro. Believe in myself. Did I miss anything? Nothing. When he realized you weren't there, we sat with our hands folded on our desks in silence for the full 2 hours. Everything. I have an exam worth 40% of the grade for this term, and I assigned some readings due today, which on which I'm about to handle a quiz worth 50%. Nothing. Then the content of the course has value or meaning. Takes a minute day off, I still like. Any activities we undertake as a class, I assure will not matter either to you or me, and are without purpose. Everything. A few minutes after we began last time, a shaft of light descended, and an angel or the other heavenly being appeared and revealed to us what each woman or man must do to attain divine wisdom in this life and the hereafter. This is the last time that last we will meet before disperse to bring this good news to all people on earth. Nothing. When you're not present, how could something significant occur? Everything contained in this classroom is a microcosm of human existence, assembled for you to, to query and examine and ponder. This is not the only place such an opportunity has been gathered, but it was one place, and you weren't there, weren't here. So when I finish this one, I'm gonna go back again until the end of this process. So let's go back again. It's gonna be all right. Did I miss anything? Nothing. When we realized you weren't there, we sat with our hands folded on our desks in silence for a full 2 hours. Everything. I gave an exam worth 40% of the credit for this term and assigned some reading due today on which I'm about to handle a quiz worth 50%. Nothing. None of the content of the course has value or meaning. Take as much day off as you like. Any activity we undertake as a class ensure you will not matter either to you or me and are without purpose. Everything. A few minutes after we began last time, a shaft of light descended and an angel or other heavenly being appeared and revealed to us what each woman or man must do to attain divine wisdom in this life and the hereafter. This is the last time the class will meet before we depart to bring this good news to all people on earth. Nothing. When you're not present, how could something significant occur? Everything contained in this classroom is a microcosm of human existence, assembled for you to query and examine and ponder. This is not the only place such an opportunity has been gathered. Because it was bound for one place, and you weren't here. Okay, so again, did I miss anything? Nothing. When we realized you weren't there, we sat with our hands folded on our desks in silence for the full 2 hours. Everything. I gave an exam worth 40% of the grade for this term, aside from being due today, on which I'm about to handle a quiz worth 50%. Nothing. None of the content in this course has value or meaning. Take a message off as you like. Any activity we undertake as a class and sure will not matter either to you or me and are without purpose. Everything. A few minutes after we began last time, a shaft of light descended and an angel or other heavenly being appeared and revealed to us what each woman or man must do to attain divine wisdom in this life and the hereafter. This is the last time the class will meet before we depart to bring this good news to all people on earth. Nothing. When you're not present, how could something significant occur? Everything contained in the classroom is a microcosm of human existence, assembled for you to query and examine and ponder. It's not the only place such an opportunity has been gathered, but the world was place, and you weren't here. Okay, so it's gonna be what? So it's gonna be again for one more time, and then I'm done. Did I miss anything? Nothing. When we realized you weren't there, we sat with our hands folded on our desk in silence for the full 2 hours. Everything. I gave an exam worth 40% of the grade of this term and assigned some reading due today on which I'm about to handle a quiz worth 50%. Nothing. None of the content of the course has value or meaning. Take as many days off as you like. Any activities we undertake as a class I assure you no matter either to you or me and are without purpose. Everything. A few minutes after we began last time, a shaft of light descended and an angel or all the heavenly being appeared and revealed to us what each woman or man must do to attain divine wisdom in this life and the hereafter. This is the last time the class will meet before we purge to bring the good news to all people on earth. Nothing. When you're not present, how could something significant occur? Everything contained in this classroom is a microcosm of human assistance, a symbol for you to query, examine, and ponder. It's not only the place such an opportunity has been gathered, but it was placed one place, and you were here. So that's pretty much the end of the video for today. It reached 30 minutes, and I have to sleep early for now. I don't know why when I'm speaking when I record myself, I'm speaking by myself. My speaking skill, it is, it's not really bad. I'm not gonna say that I'm a good student, but is it like normal stuff? But when I speak in class, oh my god, it is terrible, bro. Like you cannot focus on what he's saying. Like when I say like miss how many slides that I have to do, and then she heard that like his his lines. What I said slides, not his lines. No, his his, his lines. Oh, it is the same. And so I have to practice my pronunciation as well as my it's just my pronunciation. More and my writing skill. I'm not sure that good works for next English course. And it is pretty much the end of the course for today, and I don't want to waste time anymore, so I'm gonna turn it off for today, and then I'm gonna sleep. Because it's gonna be a good chance for me to sleep early for today. It's not early anymore. So I'm gonna go to here after I finish this one. So I'm gonna save this video to the another one and then just save it, and then I'm gonna do it later or maybe the day after. Anyway, so bye guys.